All right, you two, we have something kind of minorly interesting to talk about today, but first, we're gonna rock out with a little bit of Guilty Gear. Okay, nice. Okay, I got hit by the targeting thing. Okay, got a success. Okay, now we get to play the game. Hell yeah. Alright, burst on the wall break, let's go. Word? Oh my god, come on, bruv. This is my first game, come on, dude. What are you pressing, my G? Very patient. Okay, chooses the burst. Alright, fair. Nice, good 6p. Nice, ooh, hell yeah, bro. Oh, I gotta block that. Not dead, but I'm not looking good. I should not burst this round. Alright, we get another wall break. This could really go either way. Let's go, holding it down. Dude, we're fucking swinging right now. Let's go. Ooh, Soul is knocking my guy. So something interesting happened pretty recently. Some friends of mine were playing a game together, playing some Dragon Ball, and one of my friends, Mark, aka Olaf the Bard, and I wasn't going to bring this up, but it's actually pretty important to bring up just so people will kind of understand, and not just you, Mark, but other people as well. But Mark was losing, and he got like a little bit salty, and it's just one of those things, like everybody gets salty. I get salty. Vince definitely gets salty, one of my best friends in the world. That gets super salty, but I love that guy to death. Everyone is susceptible to salt, so let's get that out of the way right now. But the thing and the reason why I brought this up in the first place is what he said after the fact, that it sucks that I know the answers of what to do and they're not working. He said something akin to that. And I'm gonna explain why that's happening and why he's like losing, even though he knows the answer, or he feels he knows the answers, has some ideas for answers to questions that he has. Part of that is mental stack for sure. But I even said this to Jason as well. Two players that are of the same rank play off against each other. One is thinking about all the precise and concise ways to approach things, such as neutral, answers to options the opponent is presenting, and the other opponent is doing their autopilot that they always do that gets them wins in the first place. Who do you think is going to win? If you think it's the person that's thinking super hard about the game, you're probably wrong. They can win, they absolutely can win, but it's much more likely that the person that's doing the thing that they always do is going to win because they're thinking that much less. It is when you're thinking that hard about a game with this many interactions at one time, it's going to slow down your decision making, or not your decision making, but it is going to slow down your reaction time and your ability to answer things that are coming up. The person that is brain empty, so when you have too much on your mind, when you're looking for too much at one time, you're going to be struggling to do the things that you normally do. A prime example that I always bring up is anti-airing. If you're looking for 6 billion different things that your opponent is doing, you're trying to understand the options that they're presenting to you, you're gonna miss out on something as obvious as a jump that they keep on doing. They're constantly jumping and you're missing your anti-airs because you're so focused on everything else all at once. Also, I don't know if Mark is particularly doing this per se, but also a topic that is brought up is the training mode player versus the I'm just gonna do it player. To kind of break down what these two types of players are, is the person that's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna log like 1 billion hours in training mode, I'm gonna spend a fuck ton of time optimizing my combos, my setups, all this like dirty ass stuff, get as much damage out as possible. And then you have the other player, the just do it player, that is like, oh, yeah, I'll spend like a little bit of time in training mode, I guess, but really I'm just gonna go play for like forever. The person that's finding things out and getting that, it's battle experience, right? You are experiencing a match or matches, and it's developing you as a player. You're going to develop faster as a player if you just go out and play and figure out what works for yourself, as opposed to thinking that you need to figure out some kind of like optimal versions of everything before you can even get started playing the game. By the time you actually get around to playing the game, you're just gonna have test anxiety. Essentially, your mind is gonna go blank. You're not gonna be like, oh, what were all my combos? I don't know what to do. I don't know what's happening, and then you're dead. To the player that's like, oh yeah, I'm just mashing, having a great time. This is great. It happens all the time. It happens to me. There's a reason, other than Dragon Ball is a beginner-friendly game, that I lose to beginners. It's just they're doing the thing. I don't expect them to do the thing, and I get hit for it. Where I'm like, surely they'll know that I have an invincible reversal on their Ogizeme, so they might not think to pressure me, but they pressure me with 6M. I'm like, that wasn't even real. What the fuck? It's just how it be. It's like, it's a number of things. Not that that necessarily applies to Mark, because he is playing the game. I'm just saying this is for someone out there that maybe thinks like this. Additionally, I think Rob and Jason play a fair bit together. I think they play with some frequency. So, I mean, there's that as well. But yeah, it really is funny that initially, when you first start out, you're just mashing, you're doing your thing, but it's when you decide to like go above and beyond that, when you decide to actually start learning the game and the interactions, that for a while you'll actually get worse. And that is definitely in part due to the mental stack situation, and you're thinking more about your options that you have, so it's just slowing things down. You're wondering like, why is this happening? Why am I losing? I shouldn't be losing like this. And it sadly is because you're thinking more. Why do you guys think I play Soul, dude? I don't gotta think when I play that motherfucker. I'm just like, /, let's go. I'm schmoovin', man. I'm having a great time. The same thing applies to me as well. I play in Dragon Ball FighterZ. I play Blue Goku. I play Trunks. I play Super Saiyan Vegeta. The most top tier character on that team is Blue Goku. He's a very good, solid, strong character. Absolutely give it up. But those other two, not particularly top tier. They're fine characters. The playing field for Dragon Ball is fairly even, but they're not very degenerate by any means. They're not like OP top tier energy or anything like that. But I have been pitched before. Imagine if you played Gogeta Blue, Gogeta 4, and Labco, or like something akin to that team, just a top tier ass team. Imagine if you played a top tier team. Imagine if you played Gogeta Blue, Labco, Janemba. And I've told someone and responded to them, it would take me so long with that team. Eventually I would get there, but it would take me so long with that team to get to the point where I'm as comfortable playing that and piloting that team as I am my main team. I'm not really good. I'm not a player that's really good at finding stuff that's cheap. In fact, it like takes me a while to find a bunch of stuff that's cheap, that like is kind of degenerate, able to be abused, stuff like that. But it is the fact that I'm so comfortable with that team. I know what this team wants. I know the ranges that they're good. I'm comfortable with it. But now when I play those characters, even when I play those characters casually, I play worse even though they're better characters, because I don't have an autopilot with them. I have to think more about what I'm doing with these characters, so it's slowing me down. I have to remember that Labcoat has an OTG. I have to remember that I need to 2H into 2M with Janemba, or like 2H Key Blast 2M, whatever. I have to remember how to do the Hellgate rejump thing, you know? With my team, I don't have to think about it at all. It's that simple. You'll get there eventually, but right now it's gonna feel like you suck, and it feels like you're playing worse. It's not necessarily true. It's just you're losing right now because you're thinking more. That's it. Okay, well, that is going to do things. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want to see more, check out the rest of the channel. In the description, there's links to not just my channel, but some friends' channels as well. Additionally, I've been saying the word additionally a lot. I don't mean to, but additionally, there is the new Instagram that I started for this channel. Not just this channel, but Crouch Block as well. It has mostly been GSEN stuff because I'm slowly working on Crouch Block stuff. I'm very leisurely working on that. But also, not additionally, but also, there is my fighting game Discord there where you guys can come hang out, see all the posts, post some memes, post some fighting game good stuff, and also you can choose to shout out at everyone to run a match of whatever you feel like. I'm game for just about everything if I'm not busy. I'm really wanting people to start picking up Under Night In-Birth because that game is amazing. I think it needs rollback. I think that game needs some love. So come by, run some games, have a good time. I'll see you later. Peace.